YouTube. I'm back with another reaction, man. I've been uploading these motherfucking reactions, man. I'm telling you. I've been uploading these reaction content, man. Look, all I ask, like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. Help a nigga out, please. Please. It's free. You ain't paying for shit. You ain't paying for nothing. Help me out, man. That's all I ask, man. Like you see what I'm recording. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to upgrade, y'all. Hit that subscribe button for a nigga, man. Help me upgrade to something else, man. You feel me? That's all I'm asking for. I ain't asking for too much. It's free, like I said. It's free. But, like I said, man, I'm back. I'm not going to talk y'all head off, man. If you got you something to smoke, grab you something to smoke. If you got you something to drink, grab you something to drink. Let's jump into this reaction. Today we got my 600-pound life part 2. Let's jump into it.
It's in the folds of her skin to bribing her boyfriend to do unspeakable acts for ice cream. 49-year-old Lisa Fleming has found herself helpless and unable to walk, relying on her family to look after her every single day. With Lisa being one of the oldest stars of the show, she has enlisted not only her daughter, but her grandchildren to help look after her, which led her to becoming one of the most hated stars of the entire series. Because Lisa requires round-the-clock care, and she can't afford to hire a 24/7 healthcare assistant, her children have become her primary caregivers. Her oldest daughter, Danielle, takes on the main responsibility, providing Lisa with all of her meals as well as looking after her personal hygiene. Danielle doesn't seem to mind though, and takes looking after her mother in her stride. However, this means that the normal parent-child dynamic is completely flipped, as Lisa has become so overweight that she can no longer look after herself, let alone all of her children. What's also quite unsettling is how her grandson, Eric, is also in charge of.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google.
Helping to look after Lisa. Because of her size, Lisa can't fit in the shower anymore, so she has to be washed by hand in bed, which means that Eric has to help flip Lisa, as Danielle can't manage on her own.
We all have to help her. 2, 3.
God damn. God damn. This how we starting off the video, man. And y'all heard her screaming too. That shit hurt to roll over, man. That shit had to hurt just to roll over in bed. What's that? What's that? Oh, man. And like, she gotta clean that shit.
Help me.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh my God. Oh.
And quite annoying, as Lisa is completely naked in front of her young grandchild. No child should have to help wash a parent this way, especially one as young as Eric, which has led some viewers of the show even claim that this is child abuse. It's extremely sad that the grandson has to be subjected to this. This is just generational trauma developing before our eyes. This is completely inappropriate and honestly just very uncomfortable to watch and even talk about. You watching this will probably feel bad for Eric for having to do this, as well as feeling annoyed for Lisa to allowing this to happen. The thing is, it was completely unavoidable. It's not like Lisa had a terrible accident or has a debilitating health condition. She just has food addiction and just literally can't stop eating. If Lisa put Eric and the rest of her family before herself, she wouldn't be in this position, and Eric would just be a normal teenage boy. But instead, he has to worry about looking after his grandmother, rather than doing normal things a child should do. Well, as Eric, Danielle spends most of her time caring for Lisa, which also means she has to take care of Lisa's obesity-related health problems, and I doubt you've seen anything as disgusting as this.
A month ago, I started feeling sick and my leg was really bothering me. I kept saying, My leg is hurting bad. And when Danielle pulled up,
What the fuck is that, man? Like, what is that? It looked like it looked like doo-doo. Nah, for real. It looked like some big pile of doo-doo. It got bumps on it and shit. Like, and then she touching that shit with her bare hands. Baby, listen. Put some gloves on. Put a other glove on or something. You bare hand in that joint. You raw dogging that motherfucker. Chill out, man. Chill out. That nah. It probably stank too. It's probably all hard and shit. Nah.
putting the folds of my skin, she found little maggots on there. So now she has to check my leg every
Maggots?
day, and I can't believe it got so bad.
Maggots, literal maggots eating away at her flesh. That is just completely insane. How did she not really notice this? And how long have they been there? There are really way more questions than answers with this case. And the fact that Danielle had to clean them out, I can't even imagine the smell, and I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. But with Lisa, it's about to get way more disgusting. But before we learn more about that, we need to start at the beginning, with how has Lisa got to this size and where did it start? The only girl out of 5 brothers, Lisa grew up very spoiled and got pretty much whatever she wanted. It wasn't always good though, as Lisa had a pretty difficult relationship with her mother, and the only way she showed affection to Lisa was through food. She would make Lisa whatever she wanted, and always massive portions. But food was also used as a form of punishment, as one time Lisa ate icing off a cake when she wasn't supposed to. Her mother forced her to eat the entire cake by herself. This is a crazy way.
Whoa, bitch. Child abuse? Whoa. You made her eat a whole cake by herself? What type of parent is that? Nah, that's a crazy type of punishment. That's crazy. And people actually be doing that to their kids too? That's fucked up. That's crazy abuse right there. I ain't gonna lie. Forcing your child to eat tons of food is crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you. Never heard it. I've never heard of that before. I ain't gonna lie.
Disciplining a child, and definitely one that borderlines on abuse. After her parents divorced when Lisa was just 9 years old, this is when the weight really began to spiral out of control, as she turned to food for comfort. By the time Lisa was just 11 years old, she weighed 110 pounds, well above the average for a
I'm grateful for many things, and talk-based therapy is one
I'm
of
not
them.
grateful for these
Because
fucking
Alan and
ads.
I have
Fuck.
child of that age. As Lisa was larger than most of her peers, she did start to get bullied and called names, which was even by her own mother.
Family started calling me names too. My mom had a lot of names for me. I was little fat girl, mama fat baby. My brothers called me fat ass.
It bothered Lisa a great deal, but not enough to stop her eating, and her life took a dramatic turn when she fell pregnant at just 14 years old, which is still a child. Becoming pregnant and having a baby is stressful and life-changing for any woman, but especially for a 14-year-old with family troubles and a bad eating habit. Lisa turned to food even more to cope, eventually reaching 220 pounds by the time she'd started high school. Falling in love with one of her brother's friends, she developed a relationship with him, going on to have a second child aged 17 and a third child at 19. Having 3 children before Lisa was even 20 sounds incredibly stressful, and it's clear that Lisa didn't really know how to handle it properly.
I just didn't want that, and I just wanted to have fun. But I was a parent too, and I worked in fast food, so I was eating fast food every day.
Unfortunately, she chose food over her children, putting her own addiction before them, even going on to have another child a year later while still struggling. With 4 children by the time she was 21 and a weight of 330 pounds, it wasn't looking good for Lisa, as she was seriously struggling to cope. And unfortunately, things just got worse when Lisa's dad passed away and her brother was killed. So she turned to alcohol as well as food to cope. Trying to get out of the situation, she moved to Mississippi to start a new life. But this only turned out to be a bad decision as she met a new partner who was also abusive, and she gained even more weight for that, putting her at 425 pounds. Her spiral continued as the death of her mother was her final straw, and she just couldn't take it anymore. She practically gave up completely, eating more than she ever had before, finally hitting 500 pounds. This meant that she was so large that her life just totally slipped away from her. She stopped being able to make it to the bathroom, which just meant that she'd soiled herself before she'd even managed to get up. This is the point that we find her at the show, over 10 years later, and she still hasn't got up from her bed. At this point, Lisa has become incredibly demanding, constantly ordering Danielle around to serve her.
Major role in my life. If I'm mad, if I'm depressed, if I get agitated, I want to eat.
Danielle,
Ma'am?
did you put cheese in my rice?
Yes, I will.
Don't forget my pepper.
I got it.
You might be asking, why does Danielle just not give her the food, since Lisa is too overweight to get it herself? But it's not that simple according to Danielle.
If I don't bring her what she asked for or something similar, she'll just order it herself or call someone else. Mama, you ready to eat?
Yes.
And if my mom doesn't get her way, everybody has to pay.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And if my mom doesn't get her way, everybody...
Stop it. You do not need... what is that? Grits? What the fuck is that? Rice? I don't care. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Come on, man. Come on, man. You killing your mother. No offense, but you killing your mother. She killing her mother. She killing her. Like, come on, man. That ain't cool. I don't like that. Like, she gotta, like, what are them grits? Is that rice grits? You, come on, man.
Everybody has to pay. She will fuss, she will curse, she probably would put us out.
This is an all too common problem for stars on the show, because once they get too big to the point that they can no longer get up and are essentially bedbound, someone else has to bring them the food. Now, in my opinion, the food that Lisa eats looks completely disgusting. So, I'm going to go somewhere where the food is outstanding, and that is Rome in Italy. Now, when you travel to another country, what's there to do? Big all in East, I decided is extremely risky. But through using Saley, I browsed Italy with full managed to use the internet and the QR code that's on Lisa. Many viewers claim that
no offense, no, we ain't doing no ads though. Fuck that.
Bringing her food and feed them low-calorie meals instead. But based on what Danielle describes, this doesn't seem to be an option for her. She couldn't put up with her mother demanding like this, and to be honest, I'm not sure I would either. Despite all of this, Lisa is still determined to lose weight, as she wants to be there for her children. Initially getting in touch with Dr. Now, he determines that because of her age and weight, it's too unsafe for her to travel to Houston. So they have a video call to discuss the situation instead.
Okay, if you do, the less likely it will be that you will develop any life-threatening issues during travel.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you your new diet to start on immediately.
How much fruit a day can she have?
No, this diet has no carbs and no sugar.
Okay.
I'm also going to send you some exercises that I want you to do in your bed, because we need to start you to get active.
Okay.
Lisa's attitude is absolutely shocking, as she's obviously not taking any of what Dr. Now has to say seriously. She scoffs at Dr. Now's professional advice, offering up sarcastic responses instead of taking the advice. Now, look, in my opinion, after watching all of these episodes, I think Lisa is too far gone, and she doesn't seem to be motivated at all, and she doesn't even seem thankful for Dr. Now's advice. Even when he says that he thinks Lisa is well over £700, she doesn't even seem to really care. Honestly, it just seems like a massive joke for her, and she clearly doesn't even want to begin thinking about putting the work in. As Lisa is bedbound, Dr. Now understands that Danielle is the only person who can really make a change for Lisa, as she is the one who brings her food, and we find out just how difficult this will be for poor Danielle.
So when I'm supposed to start this diet?
Tonight.
Go away. Let me have my Coke. Bye. Open it.
The doctor said you can't have carbonated drink.
Hey, you said my diet start tonight. I won't finish drinking my drink.
Well, it starts now.
It's not even the first minute of her diet, let alone the first day or even week. And Lisa is already aggressive about wanting her full fat coke. It's not looking good for Danielle, and I don't even know how she's going to cope with Lisa. In an even more difficult situation, in something that I've actually never seen before in a My 600 Pound Life episode, is the effort it takes to get Lisa out of her house and into the ambulance to be transported to Houston. While eating a giant bowl of sugary cereal, paramedics and firefighters work on a plan to remove Lisa out of the house.
Yep. Keep her ass in that fucking house. Keep her in that fucking house then. Bitch, you eating Apple Jacks while we trying to drag your ass out this house? Nah. Keep her in there. Cause she playing games. Nah, she playing in them people's face. You eating a bowl of Apple Jacks and they coming up with a plan to drag you the fuck out that bit. Yeah, nah, she playing. Nah, I would have turned my ass back around. I don't care. Cause like this shit pissing me off too. Cause like she playing in these people's faces. Stop playing so much. Big
Which includes literally reinforcing their ramp with steel beams, as she would actually crush it without the additional support. Most people's worst nightmare would probably be breaking a chair in front of a group of people from being so overweight, or maybe having to ask for a seatbelt extender on an airplane. But to need a ramp reinforced with steel beams just so you can leave, that is utterly ridiculous. And it really doesn't get more embarrassing than that. The worst part is, Lisa doesn't even seem to appreciate their hard work, especially when they saw the real heavy lifting, which was getting her out of the bed.
No, I'm not ready, but come on. I ain't gonna never be ready.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that wasn't bad, was it? Oh, Lord, please don't let them kill me.
Hold a hand.
Hit me, Daddy. Hit me. Wow!
There we go.
And I'm coming out the bed.
She think this shit a game. I don't like her.
Awaken to the world of
I don't know for real. I don't like her. She think this shit funny.
All right.
I told you my foolishness works sometimes.
That shit hurt though. No, that shit hurt.
In my rides. Lord, these police, I think driver license at TGNY.
I'm ready to get my mom out of this house and into Houston.
Lisa's reaction to this situation is honestly just weird. She thinks it's hilarious, squealing like a child, like it's some big joke. The 6-hour journey to Houston is rough, with Lisa complaining the entire time, which is just like you'd expect. But this is the best thing for Lisa, as being away from her family, the people who are feeding her, is her only chance to make a drastic change and lose the weight on her new diet. This is even more crucial once Lisa is weighed, finding out that her own estimations were well off, as she weighs 704 pounds when arriving at the hospital.
Damn.
Lisa didn't stick to her diet.
I was gonna say 800.
So what
Fuck.
are the chances that she'll stick to it now? In the hospital, we really start to see Lisa's rude tendencies come out, as she complains about every single thing. Even her meals, which she says are terrible, but to be honest, look pretty good, especially for hospital food, which is barely just edible. But after 2 months of this,
No,
Lisa
for
is
real.
finally able to leave the hospital and continue her treatment in an
Hospital
apartment
food
in
be
Houston. Dr. Now
nasty
gives
as
Lisa
shit.
clear instructions to lose 30 pounds in the next month. And to be honest, this is quite a lenient goal for her size, as usually Dr. Now suggests 50 to 80 pounds to his other patients. Unfortunately for Lisa, Danielle can't stay with her in Houston, as she has twin daughters to look after and a job to get back to. Instead, Lisa's boyfriend Herbert is going to look after her. But
Boyfriend.
this causes Danielle to worry. If she
Boyfriend. How the fuck she got a boyfriend? I hope he ain't hitting that joint. Oh my god. How do you even hit that joint? Like, how do you even hit something like that? Like, no offense, but how do you even get between the ass cheeks? Like, musty.
doesn't think that he will be able to stand up to Lisa and stop her going back to her old ways, and we see this right away.
He's not as tough on me as Danielle is about this diet, and that's nice. And now that Herbert's here to shop for me, I can have a little more say in what I get to eat. so at least I can get back to eating foods that taste good.
Now, was that a joke? Lisa is excited that Danielle has left so she can go back to eating what she was before. This doesn't even make sense, as she's supposed to be on a weight loss journey, but is looking forward to manipulating Herbert into eating whatever she wants and practically stop doing the weight loss program. We see the same when Dr. Now's dietitian comes round for a visit too.
Dr. Now sent over a dietitian, but I don't think I need to change my diet that much. So I'll hear her out, but that's about it.
Lisa doesn't think that she needs to change her diet when she's literally bedbound due to her morbid obesity. Now, let that one sink in. I said earlier that Lisa's behaviour was shocking, as she was clearly not interested in losing any weight at all, and this just confirms it. The dietitian is completely ruthless too, tearing through Lisa's fridge and throwing everything out that is unhealthy. When Lisa tries to deny that any of the junk food is hers, the dietitian doesn't believe a word she says, which is just like us. But this is when it starts to get really, really weird. When she asks Lisa who's eating the ice creams.
Who is eating the ice cream?
Those are Herbert's prizes when he do things that I like for him to do. I'm trying to find a word.
So these are rewards for love? Is that what you mean?
Not love.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't take them, because if you do, I can't get what I want.
We'll have to find another way to get what you want.
Come on now, you got to give in on something.
I'm
Look,
perfectly happy with you having a very happy sex life.
but no, but
Stop it, man. Stop. Like I just said, he should not be even trying to touch that. No offense. But man, until she lose that weight, we ain't doing no fucking. Like, it's that simple. I'm not sliding in nothing. I'm not going inside nothing. I'm not eating nothing. Of course. What? Eating? Fuck out of here. Never. Nah. Until you lose that weight, man, I jerk my shit. I already do. Fuck.
With that.
put it back.
Lisa is used to having everything she wants and hates being told no. But back at the hospital for another weigh-in, Lisa is about to hear more bad news, especially when she tries to get...
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play Unlocked on PC with Google Play Games. Unlock.
some sympathy from Dr. Now.
So, how you been at home?
Feel good. Some days I feel like crap. But these last few days I've been feeling bad.
What's been making you feel bad?
Some things when it's time to eat, I can't eat.
You're not being hungry doesn't sound like a problem at all. And if that is the case, you should have had no problem getting down to your goal of 587 this past month. So let's see where your weight is at.
It's true though. I don't see why Lisa would see her lack of appetite as a concern when she's been eating enough to last her a lifetime. And she's obviously lying too, as she's gained 29 pounds since leaving the hospital. The exact opposite of what Dr. Now asked her to do. Not only has she not lost any weight, but her infection's gotten way worse, which means that she hasn't even been bathing properly. To get to the bottom of what she's been eating, Dr. Now asks Lisa's boyfriend for the truth about what she's been eating daily.
Why aren't you doing anything you're supposed to be doing?
I'm trying. It's just a slow process with me.
Okay, this is going nowhere. Herbert, how's she getting the weight? What has you been eating?
Well, it'd be like green beans, chicken,
Flour.
and stuff like that.
So you're just eating healthy, somehow you gain weight?
I think what I need to do is try to eat 3 meals a day, because really I'm not eating 3 meals a day.
So you're not telling me the truth. Seems like you're content being in bed and people taking care of you.
Lisa's situation is quickly going from bad to worse. Her infection is so severe that it could actually kill her, and she needs to make some serious changes, otherwise her life will be at an even higher risk than it already is. She's immediately admitted to hospital because she's so ill. In an emotional moment between Lisa and her boyfriend, he tries to motivate her to finally make a real change for the better.
Because I don't want to lose, I love you. I want you to be able to walk. I want you to be able to walk and hold the grandkids, Would you like that?
I know. I
I
want to.
it's getting time to put that ring on your finger, you know. I'll just be my wife, but I want you to walk down that aisle, though. 'Cause all we have to do is just keep praying and just believe that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I know, baby. It's gonna happen. Only thing we have to do now is start doing like the doctor said, you know. We're gonna lose together, you know. Would you like that?
Can you imagine a more unromantic proposal? Literally asking for Lisa to stand next to her hospital bed after she's just been told off for Dr. Now, but not sticking to her diet plan and losing the weight. It's also strangely common the amount of proposals that take place on the show. In almost every episode, it seems like a new relationship starts during the show's filming, or the star gets engaged. Lacey Buckingham from one of my previous videos got engaged too, after just several weeks of dating. It's almost as though the partners of the stars use the proposal and the idea of getting married as motivation for the weight loss, rather than the act of love itself. It really makes you wonder if they even love them at all, or if they're just desperate for change. While checked into the hospital, Dr. Now places Lisa back on a strict calorie deficit and instructs her to lose 50 pounds over the next month. This is a huge goal for Lisa, as previously she was given the same weight loss goal, but 2 months to complete it instead. This shows just how serious things are getting for Lisa, as she's simply running out of time to shift the weight. During her stay at the hospital, the weight loss should have been easier for Lisa, as a calorie-counted food is made at the hospital and brought to her. But there's one small problem, which is Herbert. He's been sneaking in food for Lisa and making her miss out on her weight loss goal, and it's very
That's the problem. That's the problem. I blame the people that they have around them, because the people that they have around them keep on enabling them. You know what I'm saying? You know, chips, cookies, snacks, pizza. They keep handing over all that bullshit, and it ain't helping no one. You know what I'm saying? It's killing them. It's hurting them. They killing them. He's hurting her. He's killing her. He keep enabling her. And what was all that talk about? Oh yeah, don't you want to hold the grandkids? But you keep sneaking her food and snacks and shit. All that was just bullshit talk. I blame the people that they have around them, bro. I do.
embarrassing how Dr. Now finds out.
Alright. Now who's eating that?
He was eating them because
How did they end up in your bed then?
He was laying right there because I was crying.
Stop lying. He was lying right there because I was crying.
You're not ready.
No, girl, you was eating.
Lisa, this is the junk you've been eating. This is why you're not losing any weight. I'm sneaking in junk food for you, and you two keep lying about it.
No.
How can we get through to you both that your time is up? You're going to die very soon. But both of you don't seem to get that, no matter what we do or say.
The fact that Lisa's life literally depends on her losing weight, and she's still sneaking snacks into the hospital, is absolutely shocking. This is typical of Lisa too, to always play the victim, and blame everyone else for being too hard on her, or not giving her enough time, instead of just taking responsibility for her actions. If Lisa can't lose the weight while she's in a controlled environment of the hospital, how on earth is she going to lose any weight when she goes back home? After Dr. Now's outburst, Lisa seems to lose hope when she leaves the hospital and returns to her apartment.
Ever since Dr. Now got mad at me, I have no motivation to be strict with my diet and exercise. Herbert tries to steer me in the right direction, but I know exactly how to get what I want from him.
Her manipulative tactics have no end, and she will do just about anything to get what she wants. She believes that cheating keeps them both sane, and that they couldn't survive just eating healthy food all the time. Dr. Now thinks that the only way he will be able to get through to Lisa is through therapy. So he sends a professional to Lisa's apartment to see if she can get through to Lisa. It's a final attempt to see if she will change her life around, and if she doesn't make a change, she'll be kicked out of the program for good. This This would basically be a death sentence for Lisa, as her health issues are so severe, Dr. Now only gave her a few months to live. The therapist forced Lisa to take responsibility for her actions, as she is specifically concerned with Lisa's attitude in saying that she's doing everything she possibly can to lose weight, but still isn't losing enough at the rate she's expected to. The therapist highlights this for Lisa, saying that she simply is lying and isn't doing everything she can, unlike what Lisa believes. In order to start losing weight properly, Lisa needs to make a change, because what she's tried already clearly isn't working. Just when things start to get better for Lisa, they take a turn for the worse when she goes to the ER, experiencing severe leg pain. Lisa is clearly in a massive amount of pain, in tears and screaming, while Dr. Now rushes to try and find the problem.
Hi. What's going on with this?
My leg hurts so bad.
Which one? Right leg?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna get you situated real quick, okay? So we're growing bariatric bed. Yeah.
Instead of being grateful for Dr. Now's help, Lisa is completely erratic, screaming at everyone in a total breakdown.
I'd rather you just send me back to my house and leave me alone because this is not helping me. I can't control myself. I don't know what to do anymore.
Stop talking like
And I feel like nobody else cares about me. I don't care about all that. I just want to go home. No, I'm not.
Come a long way for this.
This is useless. This is useless to me. I need help. Food has always been a problem. It's gonna always be my problem.
Lisa has a complete breakdown in the office, screaming and crying while the hospital staff pile in through the door. In an attempt to de-escalate the situation, Dr. Now moves Lisa to a private room to examine her leg once she's calmed down. An argument ensues between the two, culminating in Lisa saying she's been unsuccessful in the program because she has poor mental health. Dr. Now, however, believes this is just another excuse from Lisa, and that she is trying to manipulate him, so he sends in the hospital therapist. The hospital completes a complete psychiatric evaluation on Lisa, and they determine that she is actually not depressed, but rather trying to manipulate the doctors into feeling sorry for her. It's difficult to understand the lengths that Lisa will go to avoid losing the weight, when it's quite literally the only solution to her physical and mental health issues. Following the results, Dr. Now decides that he's had enough of her, and removes her from the weight loss program entirely. If she wants to try again, she must lose 50 pounds on her own to even qualify for another appointment. The final tone of the outro is really pessimistic, as Lisa pretty much gives up entirely. She agrees to continue working on it, but she hasn't even really tried, so there's nothing to really continue anyway. Unfortunately, Lisa really did give up, and she died less than 6 months after the show was aired in 2018. The cause of her death is unknown, but we can only predict that it was due to her serious weight-related concerns. Lisa had every opportunity to turn her life around.
R.I.P. man. Rest in peace to her, man. That's crazy. Rest in peace, bro. But that's the end of the reaction. Like I told y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.